Fuck it.
That's it.
Disinfect them hands. We are 100% taking advantage of the 50% off McDonald's. This is the first time we've been out for dinner, and we've come to McDonald's.
Breakfast.
McDonald's breakfast. Yeah. Two double sausage and egg McMuffin meals, and what did I have?
A single sausage and egg McMuffin meal.
All for a £5. You probably noticed that I'm driving a car. There's a child in my car. It's just a week-long borrow. Would you call it a borrow?
Yeah.
It's not our car. We're just borrowing it for a week, so we're taking full advantage by
The
going.
insurance is free for a week.
Because the insurance is free for a week, so we're going to McDonald's first. Go see some people. Good time to go and see the grandparents.
Oh, there we go.
Kids locked in.
A few minutes later.
We're there. Now you're probably thinking, what's so special about driving? I know I can drive. Well, it's special to me, okay? So what are we doing?
You want your coat?
It's too warm for a coat.
We didn't need a coat.
We thought we'd take full advantage of having a car for a week, and we're going to all of our favourite places.
McDonald's obviously being the first.
McDonald's and B&Q. What are you doing? You can't drive. You go down. Shall we put our masks on? See, wearing masks is the new norm these days.
Is that on clearance because it's nearly dead?
It's a clearance for a reason, yeah.
But we could bring it back to life, right?
I'm not sure. We love a garden centre. Do we still have to wear masks outside, even though I assume so? We're leaving ours on. Best thing about driving with a kid? Parking. Having you gets me good parking spaces, isn't it? Right, get a pound for the trolley. It's nice coming to Aldi knowing that you don't have to go on the bus. So you can really fill your boots. So, an impressive look you got there.
It's too hot.
Pork pie after kids' lunch, obviously. I too have got my moobs out. It's too warm, man. Too warm. Look at this, look. Look at the size of this pumpkin. You have to keep it on something hard, apparently. You can't keep it on the soil, so we put it on this plant pot. It's the only one which has managed to take off. All the other ones don't get fertilised. They shrivel up and die like this. Because you have to, you know, the biggies have to do the pollination thing. Pool, definitely going to get in the pool later. Just had to have a cold shower, man. It's 4:10 and it is just getting warmer and warmer and warmer. You know, you exist. You can feel the weather outside. Dude, honestly, I have to wear sunglasses now. A lot's happened in the last, since I vowed never to make a video again. A lot has happened. I have to wear sunglasses. I won't wear them inside. I just won't look outside. So I've started to realise that the dizziness that I caused could be something to do with light sensitivity of my eyes. I know it is. Hence me getting back behind the wheel to see if that's what it is, and I think that could be a big factor. If you don't know why it's such a big deal that I'm driving, is that 4 years ago, whenever it was, out of nowhere, just had a massive spag attack on the M1 and froze, and you know, panic attack, whatever you want to call it, and just never be able to get behind the wheel again. At some point, I couldn't even get in other people's cars, so that's why it's important that I'm driving. It's for me, not for you, but it is for you, really. So we got this new, like, Jackson's Nana Grandma gave me this thing today. When we went to her house, it's obviously frozen, has to be frozen. This car does not have air conditioning, and in like 30 odd degree heat, it's hideous. But I have to keep reminding myself, it's better than a bus. So, right behind our house, it literally in the next village to my house, is Leicestershire's National Park, one of Leicestershire's National Park, called Bradgate Park. So why not drive here? Right, let's put your number plate in. Oh, this is technology these days. Pay and display. Oh, hi. Hold Daddy's hand.
It might be a bit hot though.
A bit warm, isn't it? You got all your suntan lotion on, haven't you? Yeah. Do you want your sunglasses on?
She doesn't
No.
like wearing them with the hat.
Deer roaming around, control your dog. Oh, that shrubbery, if you want to call it, is called bracken. And there are lots of adders in the bracken at Bradgate Park, believe it or not.
What? Snakes?
Hey?
No snakes.
Yeah, as in snakes. They're completely harmless.
Oh, it's too hot for this.
Oh, I've already paid £3 for the parking now. We are that far away from the car and you're already knackered.
We need to get somewhere where there's shade.
Right, yeah, that shouldn't be too hard. Even though we've just creamed, it's just so hot, man. You bite it, you've got to put some cream on. Can you put your hat up as well, please? Okay, well, Mummy's got you in. Even though it is literally the hideousest time of the day, it's the best time of the day to come. It's like 5:30. There is absolutely nobody here whatsoever. All the dog walkers come out there, they let the dogs run wild. All the babies are thinking about going home. They're all part to ourselves, look. There are deer somewhere. I've not been to this park for about 10 years. I used to come all the time. I come here on school trips, everything. You come here for school trips? There's ruins, isn't there, on the other side?
No, we never came.
School ruins. They're school ruins. There's a ruins of some sort. And it was in geography or humanities or something like that. It's coming. It's all about erosion or something.
No, we never came here.
Oh, your school sucked. Another thing is, obviously, you know, Leicester's been on the news because they can't behave themselves for whatever. Oh, dragonfly. So what the rumour has it that Leicester folk have been sneaking into Bradgate Park, which is actually in Charnwood, not in
we were not
where we live. We live in Charnwood, so we weren't affected at all. We were allowed to do it. We didn't go out anywhere. We didn't go anywhere. But all the people who should have stayed in lockdown didn't. They came through town and ended up being Bradgate Park, and it kind of invaded Charnwood. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's another lockdown in Leicestershire somehow.
Come here then, let me put this top on. Violet.
Decided it's just too hot for her shoulders, so we're going to put a t-shirt on her. Big house, that's the recycling. That's the bin, look, waste, recycling.
Come on, Violet.
I assume the tea shop's shut now. A lot more people down this side. House there, look, there's a house there, look, Violet. Right in the middle of the park. That's scary at night time. It's too hot and bothered, isn't it? It's too hot to be doing anything, Violet, isn't it?
Let's see if we can find any animals.
No animals anywhere. Shall we see if we can find a snake?
There's actually a squirrel there.
That's not an animal, is it?
That's in the squirrels, look.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at garden, for God's sake.
Then,
It's good to stay hydrated. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, this water's been in the car for like 2 hours and it's now
yummy.
warm. So in the middle of this wall, there's a bench. A nice little hut. I imagine you sit here, looking over Cropston Reservoir. Bird spotting. You sit here with your binoculars and your camera and do some bird spotting. Clever, you can put your cup of tea here. Or, you know, mild graffiti.
Water.
Water? Can you see the water? Shame we can't go swimming in it. Oh, you're not driving this thing. I don't press the buttons. Hey! This kid, man. So another thing which happened in the last couple of weeks is that I had bladder problems. I was going quite frequently. Obviously it's a big alarm, but anyone who has frequent urination, in particular men, obviously it can be to do with your prostate. And it turned out that it was caffeine, too much caffeine. So I had my blood tests, I had urine tests, everything came out clear. Me and the doctor worked it out that it was the caffeine stripping the inside of my bladder. So I've not had Pepsi Max now for almost 3 weeks. I don't think I'll ever drink it again. This has been here for 3 weeks with a glass out of it. It's literally like heroin to me right now. So that's it, that's your one-off Christmas special Tom Bailey. Definitely not a vlog. But before I go, I'm going to show you, if I can, if you've got a paddling pool like we have, and you don't know how to empty it, because the kid drags in leaves every day. Well, just leave it. Takes about half hour, 45 minutes. Clean it out, rinse it out, dry, good to go for tomorrow. You're welcome.